Back with me from Lithium Australia's Adrian Griffin. Adrian, afternoon.
Good afternoon, Andrew.
News of a capital raise this week, Adrian. 4 million. Incredible support. Tell us more.
Oh, it was incredible support. The capital raise was $3 million with over-subscriptions to 4. We opened on Monday, closed on Tuesday, very heavily oversubscribed. Unfortunately, you have to cut most people back. And we were back trading again on Wednesday. So an absolutely fantastic result.
Where was the support coming from? Who are these investors?
There's a little bit of institutional investment there, but most of it sophisticated and professional investors out of both Australia and the UK. There was strong response out of the UK, I'm pleased to say.
Very good. What are the plans for the share purchase plan?
Well, I think when you do something like that and you're offering professional investors the opportunity to buy stock at a discount, you're doing your own shareholders an injustice if you don't give them the same opportunity. So what we've decided to do is a share purchase plan to the value of $2 million for our own existing shareholders, so they can buy those shares without brokerage and at the same rate that the professional investors paid.
And some of the funds here, they'll be used to expand the Envirostream collection network, will they?
Yes, indeed they will. And we've got great plans for that, of course. We've got a very good network at the moment, but it's all about building contacts, relationships with the people that collect, or for that matter, generate the waste batteries. And I'm talking about the likes of electric vehicle producers and whatnot. But also you need to make the collection network very easy for people to use, so they know where collection points are. They don't have to travel too far. And above all, you need to make that safe. So there's a fair bit involved in the containers and the infrastructure that you require to move those materials.
And what's available for collection in the Australian market?
At the moment, there's about 20,000 tonnes per annum. Now, it's not collected, of course. It goes to landfill. So that's where we come in. We're collecting at the moment 500 to 600 tonnes, but I think what you're going to see later this year is the commencement of a stewardship scheme, which will charge a levy at the point of purchase of the battery. The levy will then go to fund some of the collection network and the recyclers in recycling those batteries. So effectively that will commoditise the waste material. And when you've done that and there's a price attached to it, people aren't going to throw them away. So we see an opportunity there where there's going to be a very, very rapidly expanding market where much more of that 20,000 tonnes will end up coming to Envirostream.
And how much capacity have you got to keep up with that?
Well, we just recently redesigned the plant, relocated it, and we built in plenty of surplus capacity. So as I mentioned, we're collecting at the moment at about 600 tonne a year. We've built 3,000 tonne feed capacity into that plant. But of course, we have further plans to duplicate that plant, clone it, and put the clones in other locations close to the source where those spent batteries arise.
Adrian, we had this fire in a recycling plant recently in Melbourne. How are you reacting to that situation?
Well, to some extent, I'd almost prefer you didn't ask the question, but first thing I've got to say, it's not our plant, it's in the same suburb. But our reaction has been fairly swift indeed, in that we have engaged with the Environmental Protection Agency. They approached us, I might add, but we've engaged with them to clean up the mess, and it's pretty interesting. There's about 400 tonne of spent batteries there that need to be picked up and processed. But on top of that, of course, we're looking at all of our safety systems as well. And with respect to the collection network, I've got to say that you've got to take a whole of network approach to safety. It's excuse me. It's not just a matter of looking at your plant, where you store the product and where you process the product. You've got to worry about where those batteries are dropped off and how they're transported. So we're building a completely integrated collection network with safety from A to Z.
And Adrian, I didn't ask, just a final question, I didn't ask you this earlier. The share purchase plan, when does that close?
Well, the investors that need to get the closing date, they've all got the publication mailed to them. They'll have an application form, customised application form, and it closes in a couple of weeks.
Very good, Adrian. Nice to see you. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Andrew.